Good morning. This is Father Rayappa from Kattupadi near Vellore, South India. Laudato Si. Pope Francis has written a beautiful encyclical on ecology and environment. The encyclical is read by 7 billion people. In the first chapter, what is happening to our common home? What is happening to our planet? Pope Francis is expressing shock. Pope Francis is aghast at what he is seeing around our environment. Everything is pillaged, exploited. Everything is plundered. Earth resources are exhausted. Pope is writing and bringing all this information to our attention, especially the issue of water. Pope Francis is writing in the first chapter what is happening to our common home from paragraph 27 to 31. 5 paragraphs. The issue of water. Water is an endangered element. That is what he writes. Water is endangered. Endangered. This water is life. Where there is water, there is life. Our body has 72% water. It is a water body. Planet Earth, 72% is water. We shouldn't call planet Earth, we should call planet water. Isn't that right? We are always dysfunctional. We always say something which is not appropriate. That is human mind. That's what it's all about humans, Homo sapiens. We should call this planet water. But yet, there is scarcity of water. Most of the water is locked up in the oceans, the great oceans, Atlantic Ocean, Pacific Ocean, Arctic Ocean, Indian Ocean. 70 to 73% salt water. So it is not good for humans. And the salt water contains 3.5% salt. Exactly in your human body. We have 72% water, I told you. Even in our human body, the salt content is 3.5%. Wow. We are the microcosm of the macrocosm. Yes. In other words, I am the earth. I am the earth. The earth is out. The earth is not out there. It's right here. I am the symbol of the earth. Microcosm of the macrocosm. But drinking water is only 3% of all drinking water. 97% is salty water. 97%. 3% is fresh water. In 3%, almost 2.5% is locked up in ice, the glaciers, in Antarctica, Arctic, Greenland, all these people, Svalbard, all this is locked up in ice, the fresh water. Only 0.5. Little bit of water is stored in the lakes, rivers, ponds, and of course, the fossil water, the groundwater we call it. On places like this here, I am in Kattupadi, Vellore, India, when I was growing up as a kid, the water was right on surface. This is the well which my father dug. When I was a kid, I also helped digging this well. Every day we used to work hard with the hands. We are lucky to have water here. When I was growing up, the water was only 30 feet down. Of course, the surface water we get during the monsoon time, but during summertime, there is no surface water. Here, there is no surface water. Lakes are all dry, and most part of India is no surface water. Everything is, you have to go deep inside, tap it fossil water in the aquifer. So we have to put a bow well or a man-made wells. This is my father's well. It's about 80 feet deep. So at 80 feet we have water now. But in most of the places during summertime, 950 feet deep we need to go to tap the source of fresh water. But last year, luckily we had rains and the aquifers is recharged, and we have not bad this year. We have got water. But we can't cultivate rice here, but it's all, look at that. My brothers and these village people, they want to be ignorant. Pope Francis is writing, this water should be saved, from paragraph number 27 to 31, 5 paragraphs. He says, he uses a word called water poverty. What does he mean by that? In Africa, in Sudan, Ethiopia, even other parts of Sahara nations, and in India, there is water poverty. There is not enough water for everyday use. Actually, even to wash ourselves. So this is the place where I take bath when I come home. I sit down here. There is a pump here. I'm going to demonstrate it. At the end of the talk, you can see how the pump works. Here I take bath. So I'm not wasting water. The water is going to the paddy fields. Actually, we are not supposed to cultivate paddy. This year we celebrate International Year of Pulses 2016. United Nations recommends pulse agriculture because they require less amount of water. This place is prone to water. So I think this place, we can grow pulses, peanuts, groundnuts, all those kind of stuff. But not rice. We can't afford because there is no enough water here. So it is sad how people are ignorant. We educate them, but they don't listen. Even my brothers won't listen to me. I'm going around the world campaigning for environment. I'm taking the message of Pope Francis Laudato Si all over the world. I give seminars, symposiums, I conduct workshops. All of the people listen. I think they have a good heart, but my own family, my brothers, they don't listen to me. My villagers laugh at me. They say, what do you know about agriculture? So I think people should have a little open-mindedness, little humility. We should have humility as St. Francis of Assisi. Francis of Assisi had a greatest virtues too, simplicity and humility. That is how he related with nature. That's why he approached even water, he called sister water. When you have humility, everything becomes sisters and brothers. We live in a lifestyle of a relational inclusion. We include everything as relations. Everything is brothers and sisters. When Francis looked at the natural world, he didn't look the natural world in terms of economic value. When I looked at a mountain, he didn't think that I'm going to build a house. Rather, he went into ecstasy and then he praised the Lord for the beauty of the mountain. When he looked at the soil, he didn't think with the economic value, let's make some bricks and let us sell them and make money. No. When he looked at the soil, he drifted into ecstasy. mysticism. And he praised the Lord. Lord, thank you for this gift of soil. Today we call it a brown gold. So everything in nature for Francis is of intrinsic worth, intrinsic value. And God created them, and it has beauty, and it has got right of existence. So for Francis Assisi, it's a beauty like a pearl or a treasure. Francis Assisi considered this thing as a biological wealth. Biological wealth. You can't bottle the biological wealth and then you sell. You make money out of this natural resource. Pope Francis, in fact, he writes articles 27 to 31. He writes about selling water. Multinational corporations, they take this free gift and they bottle it and they charge you so much money, 25 rupees. It is a crime. It is a crime. Who are these multinationals to take this free resource and put them in a bottle and make money out of it? Laudato Si denounces all these kinds of activities. This water belongs to everybody. Trees depend on water. All creatures, insects, frogs, reptiles, amphibians, fish, mammals, vertebrates, invertebrates, all life on earth depends on water. So who are you to dam the water? Build dams for human? You think you can build dams to store water for human use? That is not acceptable. Let the water go free. It is a God's element. Water can go wherever it wills. That is what Jesus says. The wind blows. We don't know where it comes from, where it is going. This is the freedom of God's element. Psalm number 104. Read it. It is a psalm of creation. It talks about the water. They flow in the mountains and they feed all creatures. The birds nest there and they sing songs to the Creator. Psalm number 104 is so beautiful. So this water should be property of all. Medha Patkar in India, Narmada, Bachao and Dolan, for the past 15 years, she is fighting for the freedom of water. This water should be liberated. It should not be tanked. It should not be dammed. It should not be put in bottles. It is not a commodity. It is a beauty. Actually, Chief Seattle, he states about water so beautifully. He says, the murmur, see the sound? The murmur of the flowing streams or the speech of my great-grandfathers. In other words, that sound, water sound in the streams reminds him of his own grandfather talking, whispering. The whole night he talks to them. This water is our sister. Even Chief Seattle also calls it a sister. He says this water takes our canoes and we go fishing and we get fish and they feed our bellies. This water helps us to live in our habitat. Pope also writing about oceans when he talks about water from article paragraph number 27 to 31, Laudato Si, chapter 1, what is happening to our common home. The oceans, so much of chemicals. Look at the back here. My brothers is cultivating rice. Already they have put fertilizers and at last pesticides, herbicides, fungicides, all those chemicals. because of green revolution, has brought a war on creation. Green revolution is a third world war. So all these chemicals end up in oceans, and ocean is becoming carbonic acid. Oceans are acidified. Hydrogen sulfide, you must know. When these chemicals go and deposit in the oceans, already many rivers are full of hydrogen sulfide. That's the foul smell, very bad. So the water in the ocean is full of chemicals, what we use for agricultural purpose mostly. 56%. There is a pollution because of chemical pollution, because agriculture, it ends up in the ocean, 56%. And they go and kill the corals. You know, the coral reefs, they are the magical tropical rainforest of the ocean. Colorful, beautiful. Millions and millions of fish organisms live there. All of them are facing extinction. The coral reefs are becoming bleached. All the color stripped off. They become like a soda powder, like a white tombs. Pope is writing, they are becoming tombs. He is asking, where is the thief who stole the colors of the coral reefs? Who stole it? God created full of color, but who stole it? Who else could be? Humans. This devastation is not caused by whales, dolphins, orcas, killer whales. No. Humans. Selfish humans. There's a little story I got from the WhatsApp. I want to share it with you. Once there was a mother fish giving swimming lessons to the baby fish. And the baby fish asked, Mom, it's so beautiful. What is it? The mom told, this is ocean, our home. The baby fish looked at the surface, the seashore, and asked, Mom, what is it? What is that? Then the mom told, that is land. Land. Then baby fish asked, anybody living there on the land? The baby fish asked the mother. The mother fish told to baby, honey, this is water, this is our home, that is land. This is water, and water fish, fish live here, that is land. Selfish live there. In water, fish live, in land, selfish live. What a wisdom from the fish. In Job, the book of Job, I think chapter 17, Job talks about, ask the fishes of the sea, they will teach you. Ask the birds of the air, they will teach you. Ask the other creatures, they will tell you. Ask the mountains, they will tell you. Who made us? The Creator has made us. So they can teach so many good things. In this context, that mother fish teaches lots of wisdom. Fish live in water, selfish live on land. So what I'm telling, we have been selfish with water. Today we have created a scarcity. There was enough water. This water can go wherever it wills. And this water, I am drinking, I am excreting, cow is drinking, cow is excreting. Millions of years ago, 65 million back, the same water was used by the dinosaurs. For the past 4.5 billion years, the same amount of water. It goes in and it goes out, in and out, and the hydrologic cycle. See the freedom of water. What is a hydrologic cycle? It is known as a water cycle. Water evaporates, evaporation, condensation, precipitation, infiltration, runoff. That is the water cycle or hydrologic cycle. Look at the water. The water from India goes to Pakistan. America, water comes to Iraq. South Korea, water goes to North Korea. Israel, water goes to the Arab lands. This water is a common element. It takes the good. It gives you the good in abundance. The water has got only two elements. One atom of hydrogen and two atoms of oxygen. And I think the other way, one atom of oxygen and two atoms of hydrogen. So this water is the combination of two molecules. You can't see oxygen, can you? You can't see. Can you see hydrogen, can you? You can't see. But when they come together, you can see. That is a miracle. Water. See, it's an element of sacrifice and sharing. That's what we learn from this water. It is also a relationship. Invisible stuff becomes visible when they come in relationship, isn't it? That's so beautiful. So I think water can teach a lot of lessons for us. And Pope Francis is talking a lot of things. And why don't you just read? And you can download Laudato Si in the internet or in phone or Android, and you can read it, especially the issue of water of the chapter 1. What is happening to common home? Paragraph number, note it down, 27 to 31. 5 paragraphs. Pope is giving beautiful lessons on water, and he is at last appealing to world community to save water, not only for our use and for the future generations. I think the same amount of water is going to remain on the planet Earth. This is the water what Jesus drank. I am drinking. This is the water what Mary drank. I am drinking. This is the water what dinosaur drank. So this water is for the common use. Let us preserve and conserve this important God's element in the universe. And thank you, and God bless.